Right, guys, I just want to go through this question, the one with the car. Some people are still struggling with the translations just to get a grasp of it. So, some people just, all they were doing was just drawing this and they think that's it. You actually have to move the object that you've drawn across the page, whatever distance you're given. So, in the question, you have point P, which is kind of like the front corner of the car here. So, what they want us to do is move the car from point P to point P1. And it says in the question that point P1 is 130 millimeters from point P. So what you do there is you draw the car first as normal, the same way as it's done in the question. And from point P to P1, it's a straight horizontal line over. And point P1 is 130 millimeters away from point P. So measure out from point P 130 millimeters, which is there, and that gives me point P1. So this is point P1. And then you're going to bring all the rest of your points over as well. So these 2 points here, the top of the roof, and this point. So any of those horizontal points that you can bring over, bring all over those lines across. So bring across the roof there, top of the roof. Like that. Top of the boot at the back there, to where the top of the bonnet meets. And then I need to bring over this point as well. So using my sliding set squares, or you'll be using your T-square, whichever. So this should fit on an A4 sheet if you only have A4 paper at home at the minute. So brought all those points horizontally across. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get my compass. So the distance being moved is 130. So you don't have to go measuring 130 for all these points. Just get your compass again, put it on point P, P1. So when it moves across from P to P1, all these points are moving the same distance. This point is moving 130 millimeters, so that means this one is moving 130 millimeters. The shape of the car doesn't change. So all these points are moving 130. So I got 130 on my compass from P to P1. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark off all those points. So from there to there. Top of the bonnet. Top of the front of the roof. Back of the roof. The boot. And then go to the bottom here. So the bottom of the bumper, say. And I also need to bring these points, the center of my wheels, over and over. And I think that's it. So what I'm going to do is draw in my wheels. So get that distance. There's the center point of my wheel, back wheel. Draw it in, and the front wheel. Like that. And now we simply just join the dots. So it just saves you measuring out the whole car again. Like that. So it makes it very simple for you. It just saves you measuring out everything all over again 130 millimeters away, because the shape of the car isn't going to change, or your measurements aren't going to change. So that's why you use translations and use your compass to move all those measurements. And that's it completed there. So that's your car moved from P to P1 130 millimeters.